Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a great video lined up for you today. We're going to talk about Ripple, our favorite project. I'm going to show you some connections with Visa and Ripple. I'm going to show you some connections with American Express and Ripple. Also, Ripple has joined the BIS Hit Squad. No, I'm just kidding. The Ripple has joined the BIS task force to help set rules and policy out here for crypto global adoption. You'll notice that the Ripple's on a list that I'm going to show you in this video that other financial market utilities are, like CLS, like the DTCC. Those are financial market utilities, and that's where I think Ripple is heading. You guys are going to love this video. You're going to get a lot of value out of it. And if you do, and if you're not subscribed, guys, I ask you, please subscribe. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it.
Earliest days, because we've been at this for quite a while, the company's been around a little over 10 years, we were bringing customers on this crypto journey. And so at earliest days, folks were quite conservative, hesitant to embrace the new technology, and kind of there was uncertainty on the regulatory front and so forth. In recent years, with regulatory development, so in different jurisdictions, Brazil is a good one.
Great one.
Has been mentioned today, Japan, UAE, etc. Of clear rules are being outlined, and so the uncertainty has been removed and the sort of foundation for innovation has been laid. With that, big players, Stripe, Amazon, Visa, MasterCard, everybody's come out with their crypto sort of strategies, and I think that will embolden, you know, wave after wave of the next sort of round of institutions to embrace. So specifically, people can come and talk to us, come talk to me about how we can help you with adoption. But I think more broadly, there's a little bit more regulatory certainty to come. It's much better even now versus even just the past few years. And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been.
So the gentleman here is saying Ripple's been at it for over 10 years. Institutions are ready. Don't be shaken out, HODL. So they're saying, guys, that in previous years, it was tough, right? Without regulation globally, it was very tough to expand and grow. But now that regulation is in most places, and that the G20 and the FSB are working on G20 regulation, and other countries will probably adopt that, we are getting into a place where we are going to be in a institutional bull market instead of just a speculation bull market, right? We're going to get into this utility. This is from Chad Steingraber. This is R3, RippleNet, IBM, interoperability. Say what? So check this out, guys. You have R3, right? Pillar, IBM, Hyperledger, right? And then you have Ripple down here, right? It's all growing. Brought to you by the ISSA. 75% of DLT projects in 2023 is delivering as planned. Let's keep it going. This is a gentleman from Ripple. Let me go ahead and play this and we'll talk about it.
On policy
Raul.
recommendations for crypto and digital asset markets. Additionally, the G20 finance ministers and central bank governors are looking to establish standards for a global digital asset regulatory framework, and we expect initial proposals around September of 2023. So we expect that, you know, the global regulatory bodies will continue to develop frameworks over the next year or so. But it's very clear that...
All right, guys, Ripple is in all of these meetings. They're helping to set policy in some of these countries too, right? So that is what we want out of a cryptocurrency project that is going to reshape how value moves around the world, how tokenized value gets traded between people. Ripple is at the forefront of all this. This is from 801XRP. Fam, the digital asset industry will be multi-chain. It is definitely a big player in the digital game. This is about R3.
The reason we chose Coda was the fact that they were already connected. They had an ecosystem where a lot of our customers were already connected. We work with a lot of different banks. Your ecosystems already had a lot of these banks connected to your ecosystem. So we decided to choose the Coda application, and we did that so that we could have one single source of truth for our assets. Our customers would look at the same truth. We would be looking at the same truth. And this would become a certified just based on the native technology of your DLT. There would be consensus, and then we could use this
consensus, you say,
data to accurately manage our entitlement and accurately bill the customers, eliminate cost and the time it takes for us to invoice a customer. So it's a real business problem that we were trying to solve. And it seems like very simple, but we were losing so much revenue and DSO because we were not able to bill accurately, untimely.
So this is why bigger banks, institutions, and companies are working with companies like R3, because they've already made all of these connections and they have all of these, you know, interconnections with banks already, right? And so you just heard her there. She's talking about her company was losing money because they couldn't get all this treasury in the back end figured out. Crypto, blockchain, it solves all of that, right? Let's keep it going, guys. A lot of stuff to go. This is about Volante coming out in 2001. That was a rough year for Americans, as you know, in September 11th, 2 days before my birthday, and just tough year for everybody.
We started Volante in 2001, just after 9/11 and the dot-com crash, with a mission to serve the financial businesses as trusted partner, giving them the freedom to evolve and to innovate at their record speed. And then why? So they could innovate for their customers, and also how they do that by simplifying the development of financial application. We have built a revolutionary platform, which is in these days called as low-code, cloud-native microservices. Those buzzwords did not exist then, but the need for the technology did. Soon, we became a leader in the financial messaging automation. We've signed some of the world's largest financial institutions as our customers. And we're very proud that customers from the beginning are still with us today.
See, that's your connection to Citibank Ripple, right? Through Volante. Volante by themselves does 1.4 trillion a day. Citibank does $10 trillion a day in clearing. All right, this is actually from Ripple. This is from Ripple. I was looking at global. Never mind. Global finance leaders agree crypto and blockchain will have a significant impact on business, finance, and society.
There's no denying that crypto adoption for real-world utility is growing around the world. Our global survey found that finance decision makers believe that crypto and blockchain will have a significant impact on business, finance, and society over the next 3 years. Our research found that enterprise finance leaders were most interested in holding cryptocurrency to make payments and to use it as a hedge against inflation.
That is the important part, and a hedge against inflation. Understand this, guys. Banks are here to make money. I know we all think we know what banks are here to do, but realistically, at the end of the day, they're trying to stay in business and they're trying to provide customers with good services, right? And banks understand that some of this crypto, whether it be Bitcoin or XRP or XLM, are going to just have intrinsic value over the next several years. And they're going to want to hold on to that and ride it. If they're going to use the technology anyways, they're going to want to hold it and ride that wave because they're here to make dollars at the end of the day. They have shareholders and they have people that they report to. And so that's what banks are going to do.
That latter point being particularly important to respondents in Latin America. For more crypto trends in business.
All right, we don't need that. Let's keep going. This is actually on Bloomberg TV, which is good. This is Tom Brokaw talking about how Gary Gensler got his butt kicked. He didn't really say it like that, but let me play it because it's a 30-second clip and it's pretty saucy.
Mr. Gensler, what did you say about the efforts of our chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission?
Well, Gary Gensler, who's the chairman of the SEC, is not a big fan of cryptocurrency. I think that's fair to say. But he lost a major case recently in court where he was trying to argue that one of the cryptocurrencies, Ripple, was a security, and he lost that case. So I think the SEC has not been able to convince at least the government yet, or at least the courts, that cryptocurrency is such a dangerous thing. And I remember a lot of people in the government now are thinking that Gary Gensler won't be the chairman of the SEC forever.
He can't get it done, guys. He was meeting with Sam Bankman. Guy's a schmuck. All right, this is from Michael Branch. Ripple is keen to collaborate with Hong Kong's blockchain ecosystem to facilitate the tokenization of value across the region. I'm not going to get into this article, guys. If you've watched my videos before, you kind of know what's happening in Hong Kong with the EHKD pilot. They are working to tokenize real estate and probably other value in that country. This is from Cyprus to Monaco. It says upcoming event, October 2023. Guess what company out of them all that offer a digital asset will be there, right? And so you kind of look at this and you see in the sea of companies, right? A lot of big banks, a lot of big retailers, right? These are some of the, PricewaterhouseCoopers, KPMG, Deloitte. These are the big four. And then, of course, you're going to have Ripple here, guys, right? American Express here too. Bank of America, saucy. Love it. All right, let's keep it going. This is actually a big deal, and this is the stuff that you need to pay attention to, and this is why we talk about it on this channel. So Ripple will be on the Bank of International Settlements Task Force in August of 2023. Now check this out. So look at these lists, right? So Buna, if you didn't watch my Buna video that we came out yesterday, guys, where I showed you some of these CBDC partnerships that Ripple has that have not been announced yet, it's through Buna. And that's actually a great video. Please go watch that. But CLS is a financial market utility, so is EBA Clearing, MasterCard, and then you have Ripple, Swift, the Clearinghouse, Worldline. Guys, these are financial market utilities, and they're here with Ripple as well. And it doesn't say Stellar. It doesn't say HBAR. It doesn't say any of that. Societe Generale. I love saying that. I get it wrong, but I love saying it. Wells Fargo, Nubank. This is why we pay attention, and this is why we own XRP. Here is a product vision, global cross-network payments through one interface, which is XRP in the middle. You have Visa, you have PayPal, you have Alipay, ACH, right? all connected. American Express, if you didn't know, American Express is also a Ripple partner, guys. They've been for a very long time. And then this is what I wanted to talk about. So check us out. DLT in the real world 2023. Top 5 asset classes are delivering and ready to scale. So derivatives, guys, we know derivatives is about a $1 quadrillion market. Okay, that's a public market, not a private market. But then there's also some stuff here like carbon credits and bonds and mutual funds and commodities. And I wanted to show you how much value in each one of these, because all this value, guys, is going to get tokenized and brought onto certain DLTs, right? And I think that Ripple and XRP are going to get a majority of share of this because they're working with the BIS, they're working with the IMF, and central banks all around the world know this. And so why wouldn't a lot of the value go on to the XRP ledger? It's built for FX trade. It's built for tokenization. It's built for everything to exchange value. But check this out. According to Preqin, a research house specializing in alternatives, the global equity market surpassed $4.74 trillion at the start of 2021. Okay. And it's supposed to go to wider private market, has surpassed 7.3 trillion. Right. Then you look at the stock market. It's got about 46 trillion in it. All right. All of this is going to be tokenized, guys. The global bond market, $133 trillion. Global real estate. It's hard to find an exact figure on this, guys, because real estate's always changing. But this is on a low end of 2020 was 326 trillion. And on the high end, we're looking at about $613 trillion. Okay. Now you look at the global carbon markets, and these are going to get into the trillions too, but now they're at a record 851 billion, and Ripple has just did a $100 million investment into the carbon markets. And you also have mutual funds sitting at about $71 trillion between 2022 and 2027. They're expecting that to grow about 10%. And you know, mutual funds, guys, this is kind of the market size for the countries. And so it broke it down 23 trillion or 24 trillion here in America, Australia, Ireland, Germany. A lot of money being changed in these markets. And then derivatives market, which is the $1 quadrillion on the high end, 600 trillion on the low end, guys. All of this value is going to come onto blockchains. And that is what you need to understand when we come back and look at this, guys. It's going to be trillions. And this is how XRP gets to a high price. This is how any asset that is going to be used in this new system gets to a stupid price. That is why, and that is why I'm invested in this. I don't have any money in the stock market. I did miss the AI craze, guys, but I was just too focused on my crypto, right? Why am I going to invest in an asset class when I know that asset class is going to be on a blockchain, right? Don't I want to invest in the blockchain that is going to capture all that value and not just one company or two companies? That's how I look at it. And I could be crazy. And if you're making money out here in stocks, more power to you. I love you for that. But have some perspective. I know I say this a lot, but we are just at the forefront and the start of this massive transformation. Ripple has put in the 10 years of developing relationships, developing skills, developing products, and they are bringing them to the world. Now the world's like, damn, that blockchain is sexy. I want a piece of that blockchain. All right. All right, guys, I'll leave you there. A little wacky today, a little tired, but hey, I love you. Thank you for being here. If you made it to the end of the video, please let me know. If you like the video, please share it with somebody you know. Help me grow the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Bye.